So I want to talk to you about a data structure called the stack. Now, a formal definition for it is that it's a data structure that serves as a collection of elements. But I want you to think of it as just a bunch of things piled on top of each other. And that's exactly what we normally would think of when we hear the word stack. Now, there's two important features with this data structure, and those features are referred to as push and pop. Now, when we use the term push, it's when we add an element to that collection. And pop is when we remove the most recently added element. Now, the important thing about this structure, which is very similar to real life, is that the last thing that was put on top of the stack is usually the first to be removed. And that concept is referred to as LIFO, which stands for last in, first out. If you were to look at these two stacks of dinner plates, after you put one dish on top of the stack, that's probably the one that someone else is going to take when they're using the plates from the dinner stack. That is the last one that was put on top of the stack. So now, if we're talking in terms of code, or let's say an array that has some data in it, let's look at this image here. If we added the number 31 to the stack, that is, we pushed it on, that is also going to be the one that's going to be removed first. That is, when we pop that integer out. Another important point that I want to make is that we're not actually removing and adding items in the array. What we're doing is just using a pointer to point to different values. And we would use variables like maybe the word top that's supposed to reflect the top position. In reality, the cells are being overwritten with new data. So when we use the pop method, the variable top is going to be reduced by 1. And when we use the push method, top is going to be increased by 1. Let's go ahead and write some code to make more sense of this.